In this video, I'm going to show you how to add YouTube videos into your Joomla articles. So the first step is we have to log into the back end of Joomla, and we need to change a setting in the default editor. So most Joomla sites will be using TinyMCE, and by default TinyMCE will strip out iframes, which is what we need to put in to embed a YouTube video. So if we go to extensions and then plugins, there'll be lots in here for you, but you want to just filter down to TinyMCE. So if you just put that in there and then click on this one, there's lots of things in here, but we need to go to this one here, click on this set 0, and you see that it says it assigns this set to all of these users, and you should be a super user, so you know it's going to do it for you. And then if you scroll down, you've got prohibited elements and iframes in here, so we need to get rid of that. So when we hit save, now the TinyMCE editor will no longer strip out iframes, and you'll be able to put your YouTube videos in. So I'm going to show you how to do that as well, because there's a way that I do it that I think is a little bit sort of neater and prevents the site from getting broken by people who don't necessarily understand how to edit code. So if we go ahead and close this, the first thing we need to do is find the embed code that we want to actually put on the Joomla site. So I've chosen this video that I filmed before. If we just go ahead and click share, some videos may not have this share if they've turned off embeds. All of my ones have it on, but you know, you'll have to just try and make sure that you're allowed to do it. And then we get this iframe code here. So if we right click on that and copy, I've now copied this iframe code. And if we go back to our website and we go to extensions, modules, I'm going to create a new module to put this in. So I'm going to say new, and then I'm going to say custom. And now I'm going to scroll down to the bottom and click toggle editor, and I'm going to paste in my iframe code that we just copied, and I'm going to call this Joomla favicon video. I'm going to set show title to hide, so it doesn't output this anywhere on the page, and then I'm going to set a custom position so I can pull this into our article. So I'm going to call this one Joomla favicon video, and then I'm going to hit enter, and then I'm just going to go ahead and save that for now. And you see that it's allowed me to put this in here, whereas it would have stripped it out before. Now what we need to do is find where we're going to put it. So I've decided I'm going to put it on this 2019 shoes page. So if I go back to the administrator and menus, main menu, find my 2019 shoes page, and then edit the article. Now inside here I can go down a line and open up a left brace and say load position, and then do a space, and then I need to get whatever I called this here, I need to put in there. So that was Joomla favicon video. It had no spaces, actually I used hyphens. Let's put those in and grab that, and now here I'm going to paste that in, and then I'm going to do a right brace. Hopefully this makes sense. I don't think I explained it very well there, but basically whatever you put the module position to be, you want to load the position of that module. That will pull it in anywhere you put this code, because under menu assignment by default it should say on all pages. If it doesn't, then change it to that. So yeah, after you've done that, you want to go ahead and do save, and then if I just close this for now, open this up, and we go to our 2019 shoes page, you see it's there. Now if this doesn't load the module, something that I've had happen to me a few times when copying these module positions, is that when we actually go into the article, sometimes you can get span tags and things wrapping this. So if you go to toggle editor, you can see the HTML, and you just want to make sure that it doesn't have anything like this. It appears exactly like this, and there's not like some sort of span tag like this wrapping it. If there is, then delete it. You want it to be exactly like this: left brace, load position, and then your space, your position, and then right brace. And that's how you get it in. So that is all there is to it, if that's all you want to do. If you've ever read anything that I've said before, you'll know how important responsive web design is. So I actually go another step with this to make this responsive. The only problem is it's not necessarily friendly for everybody that doesn't understand code. But if you do understand a little tiny bit of coding and you feel confident, then carry on watching. I'll show you how to do it. So what I do is, if I go back to this module that we created and I go back to the code view, you'll see that we've got this paragraph tag that's wrapping this right now. We want to actually change this to a div tag and give it a class like this of responsive hyphen video, and then change this closing P to a div, responsive video, and then save that. And that alone won't actually do anything, but what we need to now do is add in what's called some CSS, so that's some styling for the page. So basically the thing that makes this font this size and this background color, all the sort of styling stuff you see here is set by CSS, or the majority of it will be. So we now need to add in some of our own CSS to make this work. I've actually got it over here on my other screen, and I'm going to show you how to put it in, and I'm going to put a link in the description of this video for you to get this code to put in there. So if you go in, if you close the close your module, and then we go to extensions, templates, and then you click on the template you're using. So I know I'm using this proto style one. So if I click on this, then you see we've got CSS and I've got template.css, and I know this is my main style sheet. And now I'm just going to go ahead and paste in this code. As I say, the link for this code is going to be in the description. You'll click on the link, it will take you through to our company's website, and then just on the blog there, on the page you'll land on, you'll see this code, and you can just copy and paste it, exactly what we got here. So I'm going to put that in there, hit save, and just so you can understand what I'm talking about here, if I just pull this in, you see how it kind of fits, but it doesn't really, because it's a strange shaped iframe right now. It's very tall. It's not really a video size. It's not, you know, the way that you look at a video. Now that I've added the wrapping div to this, and I've also added the CSS into our theme, when I refresh this, you'll see now this fills the whole thing, number one, and number two, as it scales down proportionally. So that's a really good way to just make the user experience a little bit better for people that are on sort of tablets and mobile phones and things of that nature, because, you know, when they go ahead and click play, they can actually see the video in its real dimensions, and they won't have a big black sort of spacing at the top and the bottom. And that's all there is to it. So that's how you add a YouTube video to Joomla, and also how you make it responsive if that's what you want to do. If you like this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you in the next video.